Hey, thanks for clicking on this video. So basically I'm taking a bleed and poison path, like a biohazard path, because there's an energy refill on it. Now whether or not this is a good idea, you'll see later in the video. But yeah, so I'm gonna open this up with Cosmic Ghost Rider, and I'm gonna take several attempts before I do enough damage to where I feel like I can clean it up with another champion. So here we go. First step is because of all the nonsense buffs that he has, I want to nullify all of it. He even has like a heavy-handed, I think it's called, which means that he does more damage or has more attack the more armor ups are on him. So like we definitely need to get those off of him. Pushing 10 SP2, that's what we like to see. I think I'm going for an aptitude rotation right now. Just whether or not I can pull it off without getting absolutely punished is really the main question. I like how close I'm getting to a special one. See, what sucks about that is I'm going to have to bait another special. And unfortunately, it might be his special one, which may or may not be unblockable. I can't remember off the top of my head. Okay. Yeah. See, I'm flexible with it. Instead of using my power gain as judgment number 5, I used the heavy. So there you go. Yeah, I did some damage on this attempt. Ooh. Okay, see, that's not good. I bumped him right before his special 2. Honestly, though, I think for all intents and purposes, it was a pretty good run. So here's another attempt. I'm going to go ahead and say I'm probably going to do worse. Because I've noticed, oftentimes, my first attempt at a fight will be one of my better attempts, but then I redo the fight because I want it to be, like, perfect, or like a solo, or not suck. Really, any of those qualities would be great. But because I'm like perfectionist about it, like I end up playing worse somehow. I don't know. It's weird. I guess I kind of try to take more risks, but then the risks don't pay off until the one attempt where they do, and then that's what like the solo is. It's like when I took all those risks and then it paid off. Unfortunately, once again, punished by the SP1 because I couldn't push him to 2 bars of power. It's very sad. Gonna go for it again. Hit him in the block. You hate to see it. You really do. If I was smart, or if I made the correct decisions, however you want to characterize that, I probably would just pick up this energy refill and just restart the quest. Go from the beginning, find the easiest path, do that path. But I'm stubborn, so not only am I gonna like labor and toil through this fight, which is one thing, but I'm actually gonna follow through with doing the entire path because of one refill. I mean, energy is worth picking up. Like, energy and revives, it's hard to say which one matters the most, because, like, I don't know, because, like, without energy, you don't do fights, right? So if you're not doing fights, you're not even going to need revives, because you don't have energy to do the fight anyway. But then on the other hand, like, if you have to revive through content, you need revives to do that. And if you've learned anything by watching these videos, I need to revive through content, at least on Skill Toy, at the very least. You know, my other 2 accounts, I get carried by the really good 5 and 6 stars I have, but here, not as much. Very limited, so Ah, that's that. Oh, that's a good start to the aptitude rotation. I got a good feeling about this run. Oh yeah. Okay, how am I gonna push him to the special two? Is that light ender gonna do it? It does. Oh yeah, that's less than ideal. All that damage in the block. Ooh, so much promise. Okay, I guess I'm gonna follow up with Ultron. That's interesting. I don't even know if this was my best attempt. My memory is small. I could rewind. I won't. Let's just watch Ultron kind of, I don't know, stumble through this. Let me know in the comments below if you're watching this video and if you have a lot of experience and positive opinions of Ultron. How flexible do you think he is? Because I feel like his damage rotation, which I barely understand, to be perfectly honest, his damage rotation is kind of particular, you know? Like, you want to get those debuffs on the opponent, and then you want to let them tick for as long as you can until you get that SP2 off, so that you have that, cauterize or whatever it is, that, like, weird sword next to... Yeah. But in some fights, you can't really do that, so then you end up fighting with, like, a lot less damage. That being said, I really like his special one. I like how it's a 2-second stun, so that you can chain like two of them back to back if you need to, and just kind of push the opponent to the special that you want them to fire. You know, assuming it's like a special 2 as opposed to special 1, which really comes in handy in this fight. Honestly, in the middle of me talking about Ultron, I've kind of sold myself on Ultron a little bit. And you've got that bleed immunity, poison immunity. You've got the fact that he isn't really affected by ability accuracy reduction. Like, his functions in particular are ability accuracy reduction immune. So it doesn't necessarily mean the champion is immune to ability accuracy reduction, but it does mean that most of what he does is immune to reduction. Like, it's one thing to have a champion that has a lot of abilities, and then you bring them up against, say, Domino, and then her ability accuracy reduction completely ruins that champion because, like, the critical failure is triggering, like, all the time. Now, I mean, upon repeated triggers, it, like, loses power. Like, it doesn't hurt after a certain point. Like, it does 0 damage, but it has to be, like, a unbroken string of triggers, and then, like, I think it, like, refreshes. I don't know. Anyway, Ultron did it. It was a little bit slow, but yeah. Pretty proud of his performance. Okay, we got Medusa. I want to say I use Colossus here. Now, he's currently, as of this video, rank 4 Sig 99. I've been sitting on a max Sig stone for 4 stars, as well as like a generic rank up gem. And you know, like, who else am I gonna put it into? You know, like, I could give it to Aegon, but I don't have Aegon, and I don't even know if I want to do that. You know, it's not always easy to ramp him up. It's not always fun either. Whereas, like, Colossus, he has like a pretty good ramp up over long fights. Obviously, his ramp up doesn't carry from fight to fight, but, like, every fight is about the same amount of good, I guess you could say. It's all like that consistent good experience where it's like with Aegon, you kind of have to suffer. You kind of have to suffer for one fight or even 2 or 3 fights before, like, he gets good, you know? And him getting good is, like, Maybe Sig 150 when he gets that true accuracy, provided he needs it. Um, it's Sig 300 really. That's like aside from the utility of preventing evade, Sig like not Sig 300, Combo 300 is really what he needs to start like hitting hard, like where things get really good. And then he doesn't reduce opponent ability accuracy until 500, which I don't know. It's kind of interesting. Like it's a really good thing to have. Like I'm glad it's there. But then it makes you think about champions like Gwenpool, who feel so niche, so replaceable. Like anybody could do what Gwenpool does. I feel like that's how it feels for a lot of players. I'll speak for myself, anyway. But she will, reduce defensive combat ability accuracy, whatever the words are, defensive ability accuracy. She'll reduce it to 100 after 50 hits, provided that she keeps her combo, and she does not get any combo shields. But, specifically for that AAR, I think that's what some people call it. 50 hits is better than 500. I love this matchup, by the way. I'm fighting someone. I have class advantage. It's like an Iron Man. There's nothing about his animations that are problematic. I have buffs that I need to nullify. Cosmic Ghost Rider is like one of my favorite Fate Sealer nullifiers like in the whole game, and he's not even Mystic. It's the kind of thing where it's like you don't need his awakened ability to play him. Let's say you have a 6-star, you want to take him to rank 2, rank 3 or something. Like, yeah, go ahead, you don't need that sick ability, but ever since I got it on my 6-star, like on my main account, I use it all the time. I rely on his Fate Seal the most. So yeah, it's definitely more fun. He definitely has more utility with that awakened ability. It doesn't even need to be high. He could be Sig 1, and he'll do basically all the same stuff that he would at Sig 99, Sig 200, whatever it is. And yeah, I'm just having a field day with this fight. Oh, so good. Don't push him to special 3, please. Okay, and then heavy. Yes. Alright, we're killing it. I'm doing so good right now. I kind of wish I could have... It doesn't even matter. He's like 12 hit points or something. Yeah. I was gonna say, it'd be cool if I could wait for the damnation to fall off before I land, a light ender, medium ender, what have you, but it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Fight's over. That's why I like my 3-star Cosmic Ghost Rider. He's extremely limited because of how frail he is. And he does not do as much damage as, a 4-star, a 5-star, 6-star would do. But in the spots where, you really could use, a Ghost Rider, a Cosmic Ghost Rider would really work out, he fills that niche pretty decent, I think. I feel like I'd use Colossus for this. But then again, I think I'm relying on that regen that Ultron gets. He regens twice in the fight, so I'm kind of just leaning on that because I have a feeling I'm going to take a lot of Special 1 in the block. As inconsequential as Cable's Special 1 is, broadly speaking, my team is very frail, so it's just not good for it whatsoever. Yeah, I hate... Oh, did I get hit there? I did. I think it's been this way since 2017, 2018. I hate block damage. I dislike it so much. It's my least favorite thing. But, sometimes it's unavoidable, Sometimes, champions like Colossus, for example, the way their armor ups build up, parry feels worth it. because I'm not going to take as much block damage as I would without all those armor ups. And then, I'm getting more armor ups, and then that translates into damage, provided that I crit on any of my specials. But yeah, I don't know if there's a ton of nuance to this fight, per se. I'm basically gonna, throw SP2s, try to build those armors up. Get hit in the face for no good reason twice. That's great. Oh my, this is bad. Guess I go for the stun here. Yeah, thank you for that regen, undoing the work I did. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And then I go bop. Oh. Okay, yeah, sure. It worked. Getting really lucky with the RNG. Yeah, I don't know. I was taking risks. I was hoping maybe the stun would last long enough to get a couple more hits in, push it to the SP2, do it all over again. It wasn't sustainable. That much is obvious. Ghost Rider might be able to do this, especially with the fact that his health is a little lower. That being Cable's health. Okay, so I hold block here, push a special 2. All right, very good. Wow. So close to that special 3. Uncomfy. That just means he's close to a special 2 now, so... Didn't get a power game buff like I hoped. Maybe he might, just so pushing him there is that much easier. Granted, that means that my whole aptitude rotation thing is like a little bit harder to do. I might do a heavy SP1 here. I probably won't. I'm not that scared of a special 1, so I won't do it. I'll do it here though. Yeesh. Please let me fire SP2. I'm relying on your generosity. Oh my gosh. Cable's real, bro. What a cool guy. What a cool guy to just let me do that. So merciful. Oh, this fight. As I was doing this fight, I thought to myself, see, because I learned recently. This is a recent development. Hulkbuster's whole leaving shock debuffs on you whenever you remove an armor up by hitting him. It has nothing to do with damage thresholds. That was a misconception I had. I thought it works like the rage node. I thought that was like, like you hit an opponent too hard, they gain a fury. I thought if you hit HB too hard, that he places a shock on you. But what actually happens is that it all has to do with crits. So because, because all my champions except Sam Wilson, since all of them crit, I have a hard time. Obviously, Sorcerer Supreme, I have the Armor Break, I have the Nullify, so I'm better off on that front with Sorcerer. But the thing about Sam and Sorcerer is they're both not immune to bleed. Or so I thought, because I watched a video by a specific YouTube creator with like very informative videos on his Captain America Sam Wilson. He took up to rank 4 as a 6-star. I can't remember his name right now. I will put it right here. But I watched a really cool video he had where he talked about some of the things that Sam can do. And one of them is that if he gets like 4 shield charges, then something like the ability accuracy of bleed is reduced. basically after he gets 4 charges, like, he doesn't bleed. So if he could live long enough to get those 4 charges and to not die from any bleeds that he gets while getting those armor ups, then he's like good to go. He's like perfectly fine on like biohazard paths. The thing I don't really know about is like the way his specials work. Because typically, if I have a opponent recon scanned, and I fire that special too, it like dumps all of his armors. So does that happen with just all specials, no matter what? Does that only work with his special 2? Does it only work with his special 2 while I'm recon scanning? These are the type of things that I need to read up on, because Sam is just one of those champions where like you scan and you skim through their abilities and you watch some gameplay footage and you kind of think you have them figured out, and then like you wait like a month and then you see an upload on your YouTube feed and then it's like, oh, there's other things he can do actually. He's not as useless as you feel like he is. He can actually do things. That just keeps happening. I guess for the sake of conversation, the frustrating thing about his kit to me is he has that thing where he gets like, his block causes like 100%, like minus 100% ability accuracy on the opponent when he takes hits in the block. It's some wording like that. And I think that kind of thing is cool. The way he blocks is very, very similar to Proxima Midnight. Like, it's not exactly a copy-paste, but it's similar. Because, like, for example, both he and Proxima can block non-contact basic attacks. Whereas the way it works with Sam is he needs to have some kind of armor up. In order to do that, he needs 1 armor up in order to block his non-contact attacks. Whereas Proxima can just do it all the time. But yeah, that whole minus 100% ability accuracy, it's like, it seems really cool. And, you know, you're like, oh my gosh, like, that's incredible. Like, my opponent can't do anything. None of their abilities will trigger, but it's like, only on blocked hits, I think. Like, it's very, very unclear on how it works. Like, I don't get it. Which means I don't like it, right? That doesn't mean it's bad, it just means I don't like it. So, it doesn't mean it's bad. If anything, it means I'm bad. I don't understand it. I'm too dumb. I'm too dumb for Sam. So, yeah. That's one of the things showcased in this video, is if I knew better, I'd bring him for this path, because he's essentially bleed immune. I don't know who I'd replace. I don't want to replace anybody. Like, maybe Ultron. I might replace Ultron, but I mean, like, you saw how clutch he was in that War Machine fight. I don't know if I could bring myself to do it. I mean, who's to say Sam wouldn't do as well? Because Sam can block unblockable specials sometimes. Again, I'm too dumb. I don't understand him. He's a bad champion for me because I'm not smart. But, you know, slowly but surely I'll learn more and more of his kit. If there's a handful of things I don't understand, then hopefully it's niche enough to where it really never comes up. Anyway, we have Kingpin v Colossus. So I have no concerns with this fight. The strategy is just build up armor ups, spam SB2, win. That's the basic idea. And so yeah, really this is going to be like, if I mess this up, how? You know? Yeah, getting a cheeky extra parry in there, always nice. Being very careful not to hit the block, because that's a bad idea. Biohazard and all. Okay, see, getting 3 out of 8 Furies, that's actually not terrible RNG. I don't know, it's weird. Sometimes I feel like when I use Colossus, I rely on a lot of good RNG, but I also get the good RNG too. It's a little weird because like I I don't want to be the type of person that like is really sad when I don't get the RNG that I want, but it's like I get the good RNG so much to where I depend on it. You know, like it literally makes me spoiled. But blah blah blah. Things are going pretty good so far. So yeah, this fight's just kind of long, but it's long, but it's simple. It's all a matter of just like not being impatient, not doing dumb things. I'm just waiting to fire that special too. His armors have to fall. His furies have to fall off first. Here it is. Ooh, just under 12k. Very, very nice. See what I mean about the good RNG? Thankfully, this isn't the sort of fight where King Groot never goes down. It just takes a while. I'm at 20 armors. This is very nice. Ooh, here we go. Yeah, not bad. Another crit. Crazy. Hmm. No critical hits, but I just think that's some pretty solid damage. Alright, slowly but surely got him down. I don't think I lost too much health. I want to say that was like 12%. Yeah, this is just regular Hulk. I could try to use Nick Fury for this. Because I don't really think I could pull off a Colossus solo on that MODOK. Colossus is not made for that fight. But you know, why why use any resources on a fight I can easily do with Colossus? That being this Hulk fight. Making myself nervous watching me hit his block, but he doesn't have the biohazard node, so like it's totally cool. Yeah, this one is just really simple. I'll just let it play out. Yeah, so here I am, just using Colossus. I figure it's a really good idea to at least get a good feel for this fight, because fighting Colossus, fighting MODOK with any node combination can be kind of problematic. He's not like the hardest defender ever, but he's kind of up there, you know? It's nice every once in a while to have a little refresher fighting him. Now, he has this thing where his auto block charge is not removed unless you hit him with a heavy or special, I think. Something like that. So naturally, Colossus is not exactly made for this fight, but I'm kind of making it work. I'm not making a lot of progress. It's more just like working on getting that light intercept on point, you know. Ooh. There it is. Hit into his block, he dashes back, and then hits me with a... I want to say that's a medium attack. Unclear. But yeah, MODOK can be a little bit of a jerk face sometimes. But I think this fight should go pretty well. I don't exactly know what's going on here. I need to read Nick's abilities. I think there's something about auto block resulting in bleeds, because I can just get internal bleed this way. It's very, very nice. Very, very good. Probably want to hit him with that heavy again before I go for the special one. I'll just do it like that. Sure. This next one, though. Oh, man. Chain and SV1s together. That kinetic instigator. This fight really was made for Nick, honestly. This is his domain. That hero rating on him, he looks like he's rank 4 almost. I don't remember putting any boosts on. I guess it's just class advantage. So yeah, fight's going well, as you'd hope it would. People get ready. It's the most boring dance you've ever seen in your life. I'm waiting for this stupid potato to throw a special too, and he won't do it. He won't do it, but you won't believe what happens next. Truly shocking. Oh, is he gonna no? He's not gonna throw it. How about now? Is he gonna throw it now? Time's up. Goodbye. It's one of several examples of Nick demonstrating how he is MVP. Even when he's not fighting, you know, he's boosting all my other hero champs. Just doing a great job. So that's gonna do for this one. Act 5, Chapter 4, Quest 4. Have a good day.